Welcome back. I'm back.
She's back. Can you believe?
It's me.
You guys asked. Yes, I know. She's back. There you go. Don't smash your hands.
Hold on, breather time. Super, super, super easy to put together. You know, I didn't read the instructions.
Hi, I'm Bill.
I'm Ashley.
This is FlatBroke Garage.
Welcome back. I'm back.
She's back. Can you believe?
It's me.
You guys asked. Yes, I know. She's back.
I'm back.
And where have you been?
I have been working. I am very, broke.
Broke. So, yeah. So that explains a lot. So, yeah, I mean, she does have a house. She's got a job. She's got a life. You know, she's got things to do.
Is it a life?
I don't know. Is it? So, yeah. So she actually finally made it up today. We're going to get some more work done on the 68 Mustang that I promised to give her if she comes up to help work on it. So if you guys haven't seen any of the videos, this is my daughter, Ashley.
Hello.
This is her 1968 Mustang Coupe. Solid. And I told her I will give her this car if she comes up here and at least helps me work on it. That way you kind of get an appreciation for the car. You know, pride and ownership.
Put some blood, sweat, and tears in it.
Put some blood, sweat, and tears in it.
That way I can cry if something happens.
Yes, and sweat today. It is hot in the south. Really hot. Yeah. So, but we're going to muddle along. We got a sponsor, as you can see, QA1. They sent us a bunch of aluminum greatness.
That way too.
That way too.
It doesn't look like this.
No, we're going to get rid of that and put in this.
It's nice.
Nice.
It's crisp.
I do want to say now, QA1 helped us out. We did pay for a portion of this, so it wasn't a total gift. So just so you guys know, we did pay for some of this, but
still very kind.
Very kind of QA1 to step up, give us pointers. So we're going to put the QA1 adjustable coilovers on the front and the adjustable shocks on the rear, along with a new sway bar and disc brake conversion from the Fairmont. Or not Fairmont, it was a Granada. See, I forgot already. So if you guys haven't watched, you can go back and see that video. Basically, I bought a Granada and we salvaged the drivetrain and brakes off that to put in this. And it's a long story, but the engine is out being rebuilt now, maybe.
Shinier.
I might have shinier. Well, I might have found another one. So, but that's all up and coming. But right now we're going to focus on suspension, sway bar, shocks, disc brakes, and maybe we got some kill mat and some rust prep to do. I also want to take a huge thank you, Hammer's Garage. Check out his YouTube channel. I'll put the thing here. Thank you, Hammers. He sent us for free, postage and everything, a whole box of Mustang parts, shocks, hood hinges, window regulators, tail lights. I mean, just brand new stuff, fuel sending unit that he had extra, and he just sent it to me. So huge thank you. We really appreciate it, man. That was great of you. And we're going to use a lot of the parts, and what we don't, we're going to pass on to somebody else that can use them. My buddy Russ, he's building a Mustang, so what we don't use, we're going to pass on to him too. Kind of like pay it forward. So anyways, let me show you what we got here. So what we have here are our QA1 coilover shocks. The coils themselves are over in a box. These are the spindles that are off the Granada, the factory rotors. We got some factory calipers. When you go to this conversion, you have to change and go to a Granada front tie rod or outside tie rod. There's a part number for it from Precision. And like I said, we got a new sway bar bushings. So, oh, and then we got some kill mat under here. I use that sound deadener. It's just like, oh, I can't think of the name of the other stuff. I know you're yelling at the TV. Duramat. So there you go. Whatever. But anyways, We're going to be putting that in if we have time. So let's get going. We're going to We're going to first pull this spindle and take these drum brakes off, and these old dilapidated adjustable springs. Look at that. That was their idea of adjustable springs in the 1980s, 90s. Yeah, not too good. So we're going to take this off, put the new spindles on, and go with the new coilovers. I think first and foremost, we're going to get rid of this coil spring. Now, I do have spring compressors. We can squish this down and take it out correctly, but I also own a torch. I'm not going to use these anymore. You can see they've put stretchers on these. Springs are shot. So I'm just going to torch them, cut them, eliminate the danger of springs shooting out and maiming one of us. So. That one's cut. Let's just do one more to be sure. The heat on?
I'm fine.
Hot out here.
I work in a really hot place.
She works in a really hot environment. She works in a warehouse.
Yeah, and there's no air.
There's no air, so she's hardcore. She's forklift driver. So anyways, I got that cut out. I got the bolts loose. I'm gonna let her take the bolts off for the spindle and the tie rod. And she's gonna break it all loose. Have your tools? Ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go get them. Well, I did all the heavy lifting. She just
turned wrenches.
She turned wrenches. But she's getting her hands dirty. Show them. See? Ooh. So now she's going to get dirtier.
Yay.
So this, do you know what this is?
A pitching fork?
A pickle fork. Close. This is used for driving into where the ball joints are and the tie rod ends, and it's just a wedge, and it just pushes them apart. So you got to beat it with a hammer. It's kind of primitive. It's kind of a pain. Bing. Yep. But so that's a standard pickle fork. I'm going to give you a salt pickle fork.
Ooh.
More fun.
Such great fun.
So we'll see if this breaks them loose. There you go. Your new toy? Pretty cool, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, now see that ball joint up on top?
Yeah.
Up there where you took the nut off?
Yeah.
Put it up there, same thing. Yep. There you go. What do you think? Oh, is that thing cool or what?
No, that's fun.
Well, you got to cut the brake line. That brake line's junk. And then we'll pop the one off on the bottom.
Okay.
So let me go get a knife and we'll get that cut.
Ready?
Yep. We'll get you a bigger one. You want the success of it, don't you?
I do.
Don't smash your hands.
Hold on, breather time.
Now you're hot. Now it's sweaty.
But I want it off.
It's the quest.
It better be a completable quest.
You want me to do it? I'll hit it 2 times, it'll fall off. You gonna do it?
A few moments later.
What the hell?
Now, with a bunch of beating, I finally got that thing broke loose. And, you know, when looking at it, these ball joints are shot. These top ones have been replaced. At one time, you can see with the nuts and bolts instead of the rivets. And that's an original ball joint down there. So I forgot all about this bent radius arm. Can you see that? That lower arm is supposed to be straight. So yeah, that's junk. I think it's even broken. It's cracked. So I'm going to end up having to pull all this off. We got to take the sway bar off anyway. I've ordered new ball joints and lower control arms, radius arms, bushings and such. So I'm going to finish getting this apart. Ashley took off. She went home. It's hot here, guys. It's crazy hot. And this is a hobby. You know, it's not a job. So I'm going to get this front end pulled off, and I'm going to get all these front end parts back in here, and Ashley will be back to help me assemble it. So in the meantime, let's just get this pulled off and see how bad the damage is, if there's any more actually done other than that radius arm. So let's take a look. Basically, all I got to do, we had a lock nut that was up on here. I removed this lock nut, and I cleaned these threads and soaked them down. So I'm going to run this off. And then all I'm going to do is take off the control arm up here at the cross member. I'm going to take this whole thing off. And like I said, we'll see if that radius arm actually cracked or not. See if there's any other damage. It doesn't look like it. But I don't know. Get this off and see how bad it is. As you can see, this is all quickly escalated. We've got it all apart. I just got the upper control arm here. It has been replaced. It has grease zerks on it. So I think that's pretty good. I'm cleaning up in here. I don't know if you guys can see in here, but this car is so solid. I mean, this is down in this channel where they always rust out on this unibody. And I mean, it's full of dirt, but it is, I don't know if you can see, it's rock solid in there. All right, let me bring you in here. Like I said, I got this cleaned up. Look at how solid this car is. It's got a little, that's not even a rust hole. But that's on top of the frame rail. This car is so solid. I'm so lucky I got this car. So, very cool. I'm going to finish getting this cleaned up and painted. And get this old brake line off. And I guess we're waiting on parts. Lower control arms now, ball joints. And we'll get our QA1 stuff going. So I actually have been busy working on the Mustang. I just, not a lot of content in it. So let me kind of bring you up to date what I've been doing here while Ashley's been working hard and earning money. First off, if you watched in the first video, the part where the hood hinges was mangled and destroyed. So I had to cut that out. Here's what happened is the original, I guess, bolts for the hood hinges froze in there, and they just saw fit to heat it up till it melted and fell apart. I bought an aftermarket fender apron, and I got that just about set. Got that just about set so we can butt weld that back in here. And what's nice is I have these 3 alignment holes. Well, now they're aligned. But that should help keep that all centered for the hood hinge. I have one more hole over there for the bolt, or for the nut, for the hood hinge. I got to fix that. So my plan is to get that squared up and tacked into place and butt welded there. I got to drill out, there's a couple spot welds that were in there. Well, as you can see, I pretty much got all my joints straight for my butt joint weld. My holes are all lined up. I may or may not have made a mistake here when I was trimming this panel, but I'm going to cut a little piece to fill that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these bolts put back in to hold this in place. And oh, before I do that, I got to drill out spots. There's 2 spot welds here. So I can get those put back in. And then I'm going to, like I said, tack this so it's held on. Well, we got that welded and ground. Now let me bring you in here. I want to say something before, disclaimer, I am not a welder, nor do I claim to be. But I go under the impression of if you can't weld, weld a lot and then own a good grinder. So I got my butt welds all in. I'm kind of grinding them down, finding some pinholes. Gonna have to go back and straighten them out, but let me show you. All right, well, there's our pass here. You can see, like I said, I'm not hiding nothing. There's some ugliness down in this corner, but this is all seam sealer in here that I dug out. But a little more grinding here, fill some more pinholes up on top here. Got to grind that out a little more, but this piece was this piece, so we just kind of made it look like, you know, that piece. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing the best I can, guys. It ain't pretty, but like I said, it's me. You know, I'm not hiring somebody, it's me. I couldn't stand to see the little welding little divots and stuff, so I went and got this metal reinforced filler. It's Bondo with metal shavings, I think. I don't know. But yeah, we're throwing a little bit in there. We'll sand that out, make it look a little more better. And same thing back over here where the seam sealer goes, but that I think is acceptable. So I don't know. I just, you know, it just gets in your head. Just gotta fix it. So I don't know how well it's gonna show up, but just sanding this little bit of filler down. Like I said, this was one panel at one time, and I kind of butt welded it right through here, and you know, just a little from the welding. So just put a skim coat there, and you know, over here. Now this is all, like I said, seam sealer, so I mean, my joint doesn't look too bad. The weld is right here, so I think that's good. Well, we need to get it primed up, and we'll finish getting this painted and put a hood on it, maybe. We got the back brakes done. I got just some factory 14-inch wheels cleaned up and painted, because that's all I have right now. All new brakes, all new brake lines. And the steel lines are good, but we went with all new rubber lines. So, yeah, those are all set. I got some Cooper Cobras for the car. Got those mounted up. So here are the disc brakes that we took off the Ford Galaxy. Basically, I'm going to get these pulled apart, clean everything up, you know, paint it. These brakes did work, so they did drive the car, and he said the brakes work like brand new. So I'm going to pull this all off, get it cleaned up, clean the bearings, get it painted. Elmer's helping today. What do you think, Elmer? It's going to be a good day. I got Elmer on the prowl looking for bugs. Right, Elmer? All right, anyways. So let's get this apart and cleaned up and get it ready for assembly. So there we go, the wire wheel and rattle can rebuild. I mean, you know, cleaned up, looks okay. I mean, this is some weird paint. Somebody sent it to me, called cast iron. So, you know, rotors rust up right away. So we just cleaned it off, put it on. Yeah, I guess it looks like cast iron. So, yeah, I'm happy with this. Yeah, I'm happy. So we just got to get Ashley to put these on. Well, getting the other side the other fender well cleaned up, get ready for rust prep and paint. And when I saw the shock tower on the other side, I saw it was welded. And yeah, it's been welded. Poorly. It looks like I did it. But this car's been in an accident, I'm guessing in the 80s or maybe 90s, because you don't see braze much anymore. This is before the advent of wire feed welders. So they used to braze panels on back in the 80s and early 90s, I believe. And that looks like that was like poorly stick welded. So yeah, that explains why the radius arm has been bent and why we got cobbled up. Well, this car was in an accident at one time. You can kind of see down here that bracket's all smashed up. But other than that, like I said, look at the torque boxes. This car is really nice. So I'm just working my way down, getting this cleaned up, and like I said, getting it rust prepped and undercoated. So just tedious and time consuming, really not a lot of fun things to watch. Oh, I just noticed there must have been a bracket there for the bumper or something. That's long gone. So I have to need different bumper bracket, fender mount or something. So yeah, I mean, surprises everywhere. All right, well, step 2. I got Ashley vacuuming out the inside of the car because we're going to rust treat this. We're going to be using this Eastwood rust encapsulator stuff. If you saw in a previous video, we already pressure washed the floors. They're in really good shape. So we're just going to vacuum them out, clean them with some prep salt like it says. And we're going to paint on some of this encapsulator, kind of seal it up. And then we got some Dynamat to throw in once that sets, kind of keep it a little cooler too. So, are you all done?
No.
You look flush. You're getting warm now.
A little bit.
But these floors are nice. Let me show you. Again, if you haven't seen the last videos on this, look how nice these floors are. I mean, they are in excellent shape. No rust at all. There's a couple pinholes, but I'm not too worried about that. So we get that finished up. How are you at painting? You're okay painting.
Yeah.
So you just roller it in and we're all set. Is it done or no? A little bit more?
A little bit more.
All right, now I'll get the paint ready.
All right.
Yay.
Whoa.
We just finished hitting it with prep sol. Ashley's just getting the last little bit dried up. And then, like I said, we'll be sure it's all dry. We got whatever body putty or seam sealer that was loose that was off. And they just say brush or roller this stuff in here. I guess you can shoot it from a gun, but I don't know. We're just going to roller and brush it in. So. The floor's all done. They have to sit here 48 hours, they said, for them to set up and dry. So we'll have to do the rubber sound deadening stuff later, but raining today, so it's a little loud in here. But yeah, it's all done. It looks good. I'm kind of happy with that. We're gonna have to come back and paint the rocker moldings and all that, and, you know, but address the dashboard issue. So it all needs to be taken apart, cleaned and painted. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this stuff. Came out pretty nice. All right, so we're back. She's back.
I'm back.
It was too hot, wasn't it? The other day, it was way too hot.
Yeah, woo.
It was like 112 in here. It was hot. So anyways, so she split. She went home. Yeah, the rust treatment. We put the rust treatment in the floors.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that before you went home. So she's back. I got my side of the car done. See, look. Ta-da. Solid. Don't break it.
It's not going nowhere.
So Ashley has her side of the car yet to do. So here's your side. So all of this
So fucking excited.
goes here. So, all right, let's get you going. And basically, what I do, I bought everything new. These are the adjuster, the cam bolts for the lower control arm. We're going to start with that, and then we'll just build up from there. How's that sound? All right, so Ashley has a lower control arm. She's going to send it this way. We're going to put some never sees in there.
Here we go. Did you want the map?
No.
You got it?
You have to beat it in there. I need a hammer. Let me go get a big hammer.
Hold, please.
All right, so I found my BFH and we got it slacked in there. So now it's in. We're going to throw the cam bolt in, and I'm going to slime it up first with some anti-seize. This is your adjustment. When you go to adjust the front end, they put a wrench on there and you turn it and it's got like a cam, and it pushes that lower control arm in and out, which gives you your camber and caster.
Okay.
All right, you got that on?
Uh-huh.
All right. Now, lock washer and lock nut. Put that on. And we're going to leave all this loose till we get everything bolted up. That's good.
That's good, you said?
You just get it started on there because we got to get everything lined up.
Is this brake fluid?
Yeah. Got the line pinched off.
Yeah, no, I know.
Put a new brake line on. And this one comes off. And reach up there, grab the spindle. Now we got the spindle. It goes like this. Hold it like this. And this goes down here.
And then lift it up.
Yeah, and then we got to put it up on the top one. So that's the spindle on. Time for the QA1 shock.
Alrighty, so we're going to be putting the front coil over together. Super fun. Look at nice shiny parts. So nice, so new. Let's not wreck them or drop them because that would make me very sad. So, super, super, super easy to put together. You know, I didn't read the instructions.
Okay.
Alright, so gonna put the ring on, make sure the ridge is on the top of it, and just go ahead and start screwing that down. This is the fun part. All right, and then put a little of this nice, fun, super greasy, no touchy stuff, and then there. I'm just gonna set that down, and then you just keep going, 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 going. Don't fling it everywhere. That would make me sad. All right. So then the next part you're going to do, another fun ring. As you can see, make sure this top part is facing up when you put it on. And then again, you just go back through and screw it down. Alrighty, got that all done. And now what we're going to do next is put on the optional thrust bearing washers. QA1 highly recommends this. What you're going to do, go ahead and, there we go. Take the ring, gonna put it on down there, then you're going to take some of your goo, put a dab of the Never Sees. Alrighty. Then you're going to take that bad boy, you know.
Look how skinny that is.
Right?
Look at, that's a bearing. Look how thin that is, and it's a bearing. Very cool.
Quality.
But that well, it is made in America. But it also makes it so much easier to adjust the ride height.
Yeah.
The reason they have this, you can crank the springs up and down and change the ride height of the car. So if you want to look low and mean, you can do that, or pick it up, make it look angry.
Slap that bad boy down there. add some more glue. Put another dab on there. All right, and then more circles. Put that bad boy on the top of that.
And you're all set.
And there you go.
So basically then you got your coil spring that sits down on top of this.
This is the old spring perch. Don't need that. Got this. It's a lot better. Shinier too.
So that goes where the spring perch was.
Exactly.
So here's the adjustable parts. Well, what you do is to get these on, you crank these all the way down to 0. And then you should be able to pull the shock apart. Then we set our spring on and it goes up and in, up
Where?
and up in here. There we go. Now hold it there for a second. One. Put the bolts up in here. You run those nuts on the bottom.
It's not tight, but
All right.
as tight as I can get it for now.
All right, so now we come up here to the top, and QA1 gives you this different style shock tower. So you gotta be sure these bolts.
Why not?
No, hang on. I go back in these slots here where the factory ones went.
All right, so we got to put the brace back on, like that one over there. That was done so fluidly.
That I did. Now it's your turn.
And now it's problems.
How far out of whack is this car? Oh no, we got enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's there.
It'll fit.
Just the wires.
Get the wires out from under it. Did somebody zip tie?
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta undo them.
They got the bread tie.
And more freshness.
No more freshness. The wire, the bread tie has been cut.
You're free to rot.
Yes. Now here's nuts and bolts for that. Here's one apart.
Why am I over here?
Why are you over there?
Ah, shit, jeans are tight.
There.
Nothing fall and break, please.
So much better.
Oh. Where'd the... Oh.
And that's what keeps the car from twisting. When you have all this massive horsepower that you're going to have.
I need one more bolt.
Oh, one more nut.
Your nut, yeah.
I think it's this one.
Seriously?
Yep. There. All right, so now before we tighten those up, we gotta get this shock up and on.
Right.
Yeah, the bolt. Yep.
Okay.
All right, put the nut on. Oh wait, other washer. All right.
Is that screwed on the right way?
Yep, it stops. So next I have the radius arm. We're gonna with all new bushings. You pop that on. There we go. Push this there. So now I got the radius arm in spot. You put those two nuts on the bottom.
One.
Yep. All right, get the other one on.
Going in blind.
All right, so here's a radius arm bushing. That bushing pushes into there like so. We can get our nut started. And we can tighten that up. Yes. Woo. Well, as you can probably hear, it's raining out here. Well, you got a lot of rain. So, which means it's very loud in here. So, you're not going to be able to hear me talking, and I really want to get this done. So we're just going to put the brakes back together on this thing. We'll come back to you. Well, we got this side done, but we have one problem. I have wheels and tires, but the center hole is off a 70s car, which those holes are not meant for disc brakes because the hubs are bigger. So I have this ugly rim, this ugly tire, but it'll work. It'll hold the car up. That's about all it'll do. I did get the hood back on the car, as you probably saw a little bit ago, right? It looks so much better now. We got the interior all rust prepped. I threw the back seat in it just to get it out of my way. But so that's all rust prepped. All right, well, that wraps it up. We got this far.
Hooray.
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 And this is not the end of it. The engine is out being built at the moment, and the transmission, I believe, is done. My buddy Charlie, if you're watching, is the transmission done? Charlie. So, but you'll be back. We're going to have to finish putting the kill mat on the inside, do some work on the interior. You got to start checking over the electrical, and then engine and transmission. So you are coming back, right? Be my car if you don't. Ooh.
That's mystery.
Yes. So be sure to follow along. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, click the like, give us a thumbs up.
Why not?
Why not? What does it hurt?
It doesn't hurt anyone
No.
but your feelings.
And you made it this far through the video, so you're committed.
May as well stay.
Might as well stay. So subscribe and follow along. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.
See ya.
Bye.